I want to share with you some of my inner thoughts. One day, I had this inspiration to write down how I felt after I left the toxic relationship with my narcissist. I wish that maybe one day I would send it in a letter, but what better way than to actually say it out loud? Maybe my message would be received. Titled, I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, you couldn't love me the way I deserved to be loved. You didn't know how. You don't understand love. You never have. You never will. You keep fooling yourself, telling me I am the only woman you truly loved. You can't love me. You don't even love yourself. You don't accept yourself. You are aware of your faults and weaknesses, but you deny it, run away from it, justify it, and when all else fails, you project them on the person you say you love. Me. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, you never trusted me, although you claimed you have. Your actions had double intentions. You want to be perceived as if you are trusting, but you always kept secrets. You know you have. You justified it to yourself always. You choose to remove those actions from your memory as if they never happened. That's the only way you can live with yourself. It's the only way you can have a straight face, looking into your lover's eyes while confidently denying you are keeping anything secret. Meanwhile, it's just an act. You know it, but you will never admit it to your dying day. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, you are not a good person, although deep down it is what you wish you could be. You live your life trying to prove that you are. You do everything in your power for people to like you, respect you, and admire you. You take it too far sometimes, with your false inflated ego and all. You can't help yourself. No matter how much you try to tame yourself, the truth of your arrogance surfaces without you noticing. It is your sickness that you will never see, because seeing it would finish you. You wouldn't want to be alone with yourself for a second if you were to truly see the reality of who you are. The reality that people who have been burnt by you have seen and experienced. The reality you have been running away from all your life. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, you have no idea about how hard I tried to believe that you can overcome those demons of yours. You promised many times that you would work on yourself. You promised not to hurt me. You promised to be a better person. You sounded like you finally saw the light. You looked sincere. You cried, and I believed you. Stupid me, I chose to believe you. I chose to give you a chance to change, to be better, because you promised, because I loved you. I had faith in you. I had faith in what we had. I did everything in my power to stick it out. I gave you chance after chance, but it was never enough for you. You kept on asking for more chances. You kept on guilting me for not being patient enough, loving enough, grateful enough for all you have done for me. You couldn't see it. No matter how clear I made it, you just couldn't see it. And you never will. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, you weren't able to love me the way I needed to be loved because you were always so consumed with yourself and your own needs. You created a fantasy world for yourself where I would fit the role you have decided for me. You claimed you wanted to make me happy, but in reality, everything you wanted to do was to fulfill your desires, not mine. You pretended you were doing things for me. On the outside, it seemed that way. But time showed me your true agenda. You truly do believe you were showing me love, your definition of love, your twisted idea of what love is. That's the truth. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, you are not easy to deal with as you tried to make me believe. You are so difficult to deal with, demanding and controlling. It has become second nature for you that you justify it while truly believing you are in the right. You always have an answer ready to shift the blame and absolve yourself from any wrongdoing. Everything needs to go your way. Everything needs to look good in front of people. Everything needs to be just the way you calculated it in your head. Maintaining a perfect image is the most important thing in your life. You need to keep it that way at all costs. You lied to me when you said you don't care about what people think. Every day you proved that this statement was far from the truth by your own actions. You will keep lying to others, and mostly to yourself. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know? No, I don't love you. But I can say that once upon a time I did. I choose not to hate you because it will only hold me back from moving on and letting the past be in the past. What you put me through is unforgivable. The time I spent with you feeling humiliated, disrespected, and imprisoned may not be ever truly forgotten. I am choosing to accept those times as lessons. I needed to soar higher in my journey. Forgiving you is hard right now. Yet for my healing, I choose to let go of any anger, resentment, and contempt. I choose not to think of you, although there are times things happen and I remember you. I cannot smile when I remember. I take a deep breath instead and focus on the moment I am living. Finally, without you. Finally, away from you. Finally, free and happy, just as I deserve to be. Believe it or not, I wanted to believe in your goodness, but you showed me who you really are, and I finally decided to believe the real you. I wanted to believe in your goodness. Don't you know?